Oh, okay, so she's got a bit more health. Ooh, you might want to... Oh, we're good, we're good. Yeah, run away, bitch! Run the fuck away!
I love drugs!
Now would be a good time to save.
Just fucking cocaine will fit.
Yeah,
I fucking love cocaine!
Yeah, exactly.
She said you would come here to this place. If you think you can defeat me here, you are wrong. All this collected knowledge, all these teachings of combat and the Force, they're mine to command. And if I must use it to end you, I will. Surrender. You need not die.
You just lost. You're losing.
Yep.
These are the words of a loser.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Atris.
You must be stopped.
You have fallen to the dark side. Surely you can see that, yeah?
I will not fight you. Surrender, and I will spare you. You must fear death to beg for your life. So, words of a coward and a Jedi, prepare to die.
Yeah, we wanna dialogue battle this for sure. Here it comes again, part 2, Atris.
You're aware. Also, give me my fucking lightsaber.
Yeah, also, yeah, hey.
It still looks cool.
Give it back.
Atris. That is not who I am. Not any longer. She has not existed for some time, I think. There was always something else within me. It just took time for its voice to be heard.
Got it.
Darth Ho's mad. Got it.
Got it. Okay. All right. Nope. Yep.
There you go.
Got it.
See?
That's, yeah.
Answer was in the next room.
Answer provided.
Mm-hmm.
Totally. Got it. Yep. It was there. What happened to you, Atris? We don't have time. We have to stop the Sith. What is this place? What's going on around here? I'll fight, and then if you fight me, if you fear to fight me, then keep talking.
I would recommend the first couple options.
Yep, absolutely. So what the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck?
The old woman you traveled with finally made me listen to myself, to the galaxy. She said that you would come here, and that you would face me in battle.
There's no reason for this. We don't have time for this.
She said you were the last obstacle to my enlightenment. If I wished to truly face the Sith, to see their heart, then that meant facing you, this last time.
Where
did she go?
Where's she at? Speaking of which.
I do not know, yet. I suspect she went in search of you. But just as when she first came here, her path is difficult to see. She has set many things in motion. It is she that ordered the extermination of all Jedi so long ago. She will answer for her crimes. In time. She is Sith, just as you are. Just as all who followed Revan were.
Alright, back up. Two things. One, she just said Kreia is the cause of everything.
Ordered the extermination?
And two, you're a Sith. Fuck you, Fanny Pack. You're the Sith.
Yes.
I'm not the Sith. You're the Sith.
3, she also said that Kreia also said she called for the Exile. Okay.
I feel like if we keep asking, we might get some answers. But, you know,
did she say where they were striking from?
I do not know, yet. But it does not matter. They have come here to face the Republic in battle, and they will be destroyed.
There's a lot of not answers for someone who claims to have all the answers.
Yeah.
Where's Kreia go? I don't know.
She also seems to be like, she accepts the fact that something opened up, but she's also a little bit like, everyone's a Sith but me.
Yeah.
Has that kind of energy, like, nah, it's not you though.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not the problem.
So you have placed everyone on Citadel Station in jeopardy. Atris, do you care?
Yes, the Sith are here at last. You have brought them to this place as I had foreseen. It has all been part of my plans for you. And when I defeat you and the forces you have brought to Telos, I shall take the battle to the heart of the Sith and wipe them out forever.
How does that make any sense?
Hold up. What?
What the fuck are you talking about?
What?
These Sith are cowards, striking from the shadows to kill Jedi. I needed a target to draw them out, but I could not risk my own life. All that remained of the Jedi. So I arranged for you to return to the Republic, leaked information of your past, and then waited for the Sith to come. And they did. But you came to Telos against my predictions. Now they are here, I can finally face this enemy and defeat them.
Oh my god, fuck you.
Woolie?
Oh my god, fuck you.
It's Atris's fault.
Oh my god, fuck you.
It's Atris's fault.
Oh, you fucking... Oh.
All of these events have happened because Ho's mad.
Hell hath no fury like a mad X. A mad X that ain't even an X.
Nope. That shit forbidden in Jedi codes.
She couldn't even get it if she wanted, which she did. She couldn't even get it, and she's, oh my god. How are you this mad? How can one be this mad? I have never seen, that is the maddest, maddest hoe.
All of this is Atris's fault because she couldn't get some.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
The rage of this thought. Okay. All right. What is this place?
Yeah.
All the knowledge of the Sith, gathered from across the galaxy.
All of
brought
it.
Here by my servants, so that I might uncover their secrets and use them to track them down. But now,
Or
they
so
have been
you
drawn
thought.
from the shadows of the outer rim,
Thought.
and the only final matter to attend to is finishing you.
It's amazing how, like, you know, the whole like, okay, like early on in the game where it's just like, hey, there's a brown old lady in a robe. She's like Ben, right?
Yeah.
And Game's like, right. And then it's like, here's a British Jedi lady.
Looks
she's
pretty holier than thou.
Kind of Bastila energy going on here, right? And it's like,
even something as simple as like, oh, we even with the politics stuff with on Onderon with the Queen, and it's like, oh, this is the good side. Yeah, you know what? It's not our decision. Here, benevolent Queen. What do you think? Oh yeah, kill this fucker. Oh. Okay.
like like you scum-sucking fucking like, wow.
Hey Woolie, tell us how you really feel.
On another level of like, it's not the fucking Vrook, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not the Vrook.
It's a different vibe, but it's similar energy.
Because it's that
Intensity. Sorry, that's
it's that level of intensity,
yes.
but it's petty.
Oh, it's incredibly
like you gotta reach deep depth.
Yeah.
Petty.
There's a
Vrook is high horsing it.
There's a good saying that I really appreciate, and that's you can't get ahead if you're getting even. This is fucking getting even to the point of it's destroying you.
So petty.
So good.
Okay. And when the Sith are defeated,
what
then? Play it through. Play it through.
When the Sith are destroyed, then I shall rebuild the Jedi Order again. They shall be strong, willing to take battle to any who oppose them and weaken the Republic. They shall not train those who are easily corrupted. No more students that will bring war and hate to the galaxy.
See? That seems like a very reasonable thing to do.
She's gone.
Oh yeah.
You're gone. You're completely gone.
She is off the fucking deep end. Also, yeah, that first, hey, you know what that fucking
Atris,
sounded like?
You will make the Jedi into the Sith.
Yeah.
The Sith are the Jedi are the Sith. What matters is that they be preserved, all the law, all the teachings brought to a new generation. I am the last of the Jedi, and I will show them this truth. Bring it to the galaxy.
Okay, you don't even care about the words then. The words are literally like interchangeable to you at this point.
Like she's not even beyond like she is beyond the edge. She has fallen and hit the ground, and there is just pieces. Like she didn't even fall off the edge. She is like splattered.
Well, it's basically like she's at like what it sounds like is her internal logic at this point is Force worshippers. Period. Like fuck it, just broad categorize the entire thing. Never mind the details.
Also, I have a room full of Sith holocrons. I'm gonna use that and the Jedi teachings to make that's like fuck off. We know what's going on here. We walk into the room.
You put these two teachings side by side, and it's gonna be very clear, especially since like one requires one set of emotions and the other requires another.
Yeah.
And like you can dance that line, but you all know how this plays out. The momentum swings back.
Yeah.
Just as hard as it pushes.
Weakness.
I'm the last of the Jedi. I will show them this truth. Bring it to the galaxy.
They get rid of weakness out of the Jedi codes and stuff.
Weakness, like when you fled Katarr and Dantooine.
Yeah.
I did not flee. I did what was necessary to fight the Sith and preserve the last of the Jedi.
And you left the
Jedi
to die.
on Katarr. So she had fallen a while ago.
I sensed what would happen on Katarr.
Uh-huh.
It was I who leaked knowledge of its presence in the hopes of drawing the Sith out. I will not deceive you. I knew what could happen there, but it had to be done to make the Sith reveal themselves. But I did not know the extent of their power.
Okay.
And what that meant for the Jedi. I will not underestimate them again.
Okay.
It's all her fault.
Yeah, you can go now.
It's all her fault.
Yeah, you can go now. You can go.
Everything, the events of this game. Like, sure, we may have triggered it like years ago with like 10 years ago with like Malachor 5, like the origin point, but all the events of this game is her fault.
You can go. You are responsible for the murder of an entire planet.
As are we both. You who brought the screams of Malachor to the galaxy.
No, pretty sure.
Preach to me. You lead by example, you always have. You knew what was necessary at Malachor 5, and the stakes in this war are higher than you know. It is a war of extermination, of total annihilation.
I mean,
We did kill a planet.
yes, but I don't have all the details.
No, we don't have all
so
the
I
details.
I can't say anything right now. I'm pretty sure there was a lot of bad guys that had to go. But
And from her perspective, there was a lot of bad guys that had to go.
From
my... What were the Jedi doing on Katarr?
why did you not warn the Jedi what would
Let's
happen?
go from top down.
Top to bottom?
Let's do
All
top to
right.
bottom.
They hope to gather, to use their combined knowledge of the Force to see, to listen to the currents of the galaxy. They hoped to find out what was happening to the Jedi, why they were dying, and they discovered it. It revolved around you, as it always has. It is you who have tried to end us.
Me?
Me?
Little old me? With the handsome shave?
Yes. From the destruction of Katarr, a vision emerged. It is the last act the Jedi were able to perform before the planet was destroyed. So that is why I arranged for you to return to the Republic, so that I might draw the Sith out and end them.
So let me get this straight. You orchestrated the death of an entire planet to produce a vision, and also ultimately almost completely wipe out the Jedi.
Okay. I'm gonna need a timeline in a second.
Okay.
But that makes no sense. Why me?
Is it not obvious? You are one of the Sith, fallen at Revan's side. The path to them lies through you.
I am not allied with these Sith. The Jedi were fools. Even as death approached, they were blind. Why did you not work
That's
them?
back. Yeah. So,
Yeah, we got to keep working down.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
so again, she
She
sacrificed the Jedi on Katarr to draw the Sith out, and that produced a vision of, oh, you're the solution. And then she brought
She
you...
leaked the information.
Yes, she's leaked the information twice. She leaked the information first to get all the Jedi to go to Katarr, and when all the Jedi went to Katarr, she leaked the information out to the Sith that that's where they were going, and then she did it again after that to get you back to the Republic, and so that they would target you.
The information she leaked the second time was about the Exile, or
about Fanny Pack, about the Exile. Yeah, she was like, "Oh, the Exile is the solution. I better get him to come back into space so that the Sith can hunt him." The vision that she just mentioned from the results of the Katarr being killed and stuff, the vision I'm assuming she got, showed that it was you was the solution to this problem. So she drew you back out into from wherever you were and made the Sith target you.
Now, I'm trying to remember the exact beginning of the game when I was locked up, and
You were on your way back to the Republic in a ship in the Harbinger, and you get attacked by an assassin, by an HK-50 that was trying to claim a bounty for a Jedi.
yes.
So you were on your way to Republic space.
Right, and then
to basically fix the problem.
and then Krusty Boy comes through. But she gave that heads up. Okay.
Basically, a bunch of people were all trying to get to you. Atris was trying to get to you. The Sith, Krusty Boy was trying to get to you. Kreia was trying to get to you, which, from what Atris has been describing, she is the ultimate mastermind of this whole problem.
She's been sliding into the Sith DMs.
and just like, hey, over there.
This whole time. You know what she's been doing? Atris has been screenshotting texts and sending them out.
Yep.
Screenshotting private texts.
Yep. That's exactly what she's been doing. Oh, and plus Godo. Godo needs Jedi to solve the problem, so that's why Godo puts the bounty out for people, for live Jedi. So Godo was also looking for you at some point.
Trying to stir that shit up.
Everybody was after that.
On Katarr was clear, and you are the key. And look, you have come to battle me, Sith versus Jedi, as was intended.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
And you're still holding my lightsaber.
Yup. That's the best part.
What was this pronouncement on Katarr?
Mm-hmm.
It was a vision. It showed you, standing upon the many battlegrounds of the Mandalorian Wars, the Duxan jungles, the destroyed cities of Onderon. Whatever this threat we faced, it was from something you had done, and like all things would return to you. All echoes do.
Oh, so if anyone's curious, I'm drinking Jameson, because that is my cheap go-to whiskey or a Canadian Club.
I'm drinking a Mondavi Chardonnay.
Ooh, nice, nice.
So, all echoes do. The vision means nothing, just like all cryptic Jedi visions. Hey, Atris, pro tip, if you ever wake up in the middle of the night because you're dreaming about your wife and or your mom dying, maybe think twice about what's happening in that dream.
Mm-hmm. Visions are a little bit hard to read sometimes, eh? If it showed the future, then that is only one such possibility, which I think is the actual answer to this thing.
That is more truth.
Yeah.
Yes, it was one such possibility. The others were only darkness, a galaxy devoid of the Force. But always there was an echo.
Drink!
The Jedi on Katarr did not realize the significance of this. They had not stood in judgment of you so long ago. They had not heard the same echo I
Drink.
did when you stood before us, and when we cast you into exile.
Wait, you didn't say it, though. I guess we have to say it. That's true. You have to say it.
I have to say it. And I'm out.
I'm working my way through, but that was 4 in a row, so woo! Woo!
Yep.
I brought snacks to counteract the effects of alcoholism, so...
What is the echo? The vision on Katarr, was that the future or the past? Actually,
It's there in the text, whatever. We did the 4th one, doesn't matter. We drank for it, it's fine.
It may have been both. The past, the future, both linked. The only aspect of the vision that was certain was you.
And then we have to do the what was the echo.
Of course, you still do not know. The Jedi Council was not sure you would believe them if they told you, and I'm not sure they fully believed it themselves. It is why they wanted to exile you. So there, beyond the Outer Rim, you would come at last to hear that echo, and understand what happened.
Would you like some of this,
It was
or...?
why you deserved death, and why I wished you executed.
Alright, I've bottomed up.
You folks at home, in the universe, reading the manga, and in the anime, you better all be playing along here right now.
Oh,
because,
boy.
damn.
You picked a doozy. Okay, so she just said the council was not sure.
Mm-hmm. This is a good time to bring up the time I mixed red wine and Jaeger bombs, and it resulted poorly.
That's a bad.
I'll explain that when we're not in the middle of a literal verbal boss fight.
Don't do that.
It's a good story for later.
But what is it? What is the
What
echo?
is the
It is the
echo?
sound of life in agony. It is a wound in the Force that has yet to close. War, destruction. These events leave wounds in the galaxy, in all life. The death of one can send echoes through
Fuck's sake,
hundreds,
Jesus
even
Christ.
thousands, across many planets. If not checked, then it spreads until nothing is left. Something that you had done in the past has caused this new threat. This death of all Jedi, and you were responsible for it. It was only proper that you be brought back to face your crime. You had killed countless Jedi once. The deaths of more Jedi were not beyond you.
Okay, so they're I mean, she's hammering the point home.
Yes.
But to just really nail it in, it's like the idea of the wound in the Force and the echoes of like everyone that died and everything that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it's like it is a stink that is attached to the Exile, and anyone who is Force sensitive, who is around him, immediately senses and hears and feels all of that. In addition to him being cut off.
Yeah.
So he's cut off from the Force himself, directly.
Yes.
But he also bonds with everybody.
Yes.
And also is stunk up with what the fuck happened.
Well, him being cut off is the thing that happened.
Yeah, well,
And
yes,
it is
yes.
essentially the wound that he's carrying around with him. So I'm not going to drink because I'm saying the word. You are essentially the Echo in this case.
But it sounds like from the way she's phrasing it, it sounds like in addition to this, the horrifying visual of oh god, like you can actually exist outside of the Force.
Yeah.
And be cut off from it. That reminded or rather, that introduced the Council to their nightmares. There's also the implication here that like everything, all the death that happened, is also on you, and you are a reminder of that. / they can sense that on you is kind of what I'm getting from what she's saying.
Well, so that's what she assumes what it is, and that basically depends. Are we responsible? I mean, the question you'd have to ask yourself is: are we directly responsible for Krusty Boy, Hungry Boy, and all the events that happened because of that? Even though we fucked off and we're out.
And I need to get the full.
Yes, you need the full
timeline.
perspective of what the fuck happened, right?
Yeah.
Because if we are somehow directly responsible for Krusty Boy and for Hungry Boy, then she's kind of right. It is our fault. But right now, she thinks we're a Sith. She literally thinks we're a Sith Lord.
And she thinks that she's a Jedi.
And she thinks that she's a Jedi. So she's also rambling the fuck and just insanity right now, right?
Despite the fact that she's like, something awakened inside of me. And what was that awakened? My inner Jedi.
Also, that was a sentence that didn't make any sense. Here we go, boys. Whiskey's hitting. But yes.
My inner Jedi has awakened on top of my Jedi. I am now double Jedi. Double good, strong. Good, blue.
If anyone's curious, I'm having an Atkins bar. They're pretty good.
There you
Low
go.
carb, full protein.
Just chew away from the mic.
No, right into the mic. You're welcome.
But I had nothing to do with the deaths of the Jedi following the Mandalorian Wars. But I did nothing.
You didn't do nothing.
I don't think that's true.
You didn't do nothing.
Let's go with one.
Yeah.
If you were responsible for the threat, then you would answer for it. If not, then you would draw the Sith from hiding so that they might be defeated.
That's the most reasonable thing you've said so
Either way,
far.
you deserved your fate.
If you were responsible for the threat, you would answer for it. If not,
Then you would draw the
then the
Sith.
Sith would come out anyway. Win-win.
Which is the most reasonable thing she said so far, because, as we've explained, we are not Sith. We are very clearly not a Sith. We are clearly did not fall the dark side, and she did, right? So, the latter part of that sentence has kicked in which we have drawn the actual Sith out.
And her whole thing is basically like, I don't care what you are right now, you deserve this. And it also was worth it to let Kreia do what she did, because
Atris is hose mad.
Yeah, yes.
That's the justification, but fine, Atris' thing.
But like the level she's going to justify drawing the Sith out is like, it's like literally, as long as they're drawn out, everything is worth it.
Yeah, now I can defeat them.
There is no higher goal.
Me, not a Sith, but the last of the Jedi, can now go forth and defeat the Sith.
The most important thing in the world is drawing them out. Yeah.
Which, as we have established, these Sith, if they have the same powers as, like, Kreia and Hungry Boy, she wouldn't stand a chance anyways.
God.
She would be obliterated in 2 seconds.
Yeah, you want to talk about light side later.
Yeah. Like, we were making the jokes, but the whole time it's been like, oh, it's coming.
Boy.
You want to talk light later? It's coming. It's fucking coming.
Yeah. Purple lightsaber, huh?
Purple lightsaber.
What are the odds? How about that?
Vision of Katarr. Was it the future or the past?
We already did that.
We did that one? Okay.
So now we move on to
Yeah.
why did you warn them?
Why did you warn the Jedi?
They knew the risk, because they sought to hide, to reflect, to hesitate while our numbers thinned and Jedi died. They knew the risks in going to Katarr, and they deserved what happened to them. It was their punishment for hiding from the galaxy, for hiding from me.
Okay.
Uh-huh. A Jedi, though. You're a good guy.
Okay.
You're totally a good guy.
She's basically saying the council deserved this because they waited. She's reflecting basically what we just dealt with Kreia at the council.
And if I'm not mistaken, like, so when she's saying they knew the risks, she doesn't mean in the direct sense. She means in the abstract sense of you wait, you're apathetic, you die, right? She doesn't mean like they knew a Sith Lord was coming to the planet to kill them.
Now, I think in the context of this so far, the Jedi Council made a mistake by trying to wait to see what the whole thing was, because I believe a united Jedi would have absolutely crushed the Mandalorians.
Also by following Vrook.
Yeah.
Because the other two were reasonable, but they did not have the balls to stand up to his old man bullshit.
Like this wasn't even the full Jedi Force. This was like half of like a chunk of the Jedi Force. If all of the Jedis united against the Mandalorian wars, it wouldn't have been a war. It would have been a skirmish. It would have been a fucking border skirmish that everyone had forgotten about, right? That being said, I don't believe they deserved death because of it.
Not just death. Outside nothing force death.
Yeah, the thing that Kreia did to them, they did not deserve. Rook did, but the rest did not deserve that bullshit.
Empty the recycling bin death.
Oh yeah,
and then pull the hard drive out and scratch the discs and put it in a block of cement and drop it at the bottom of the ocean.
Hey, you know, we can't even do an open casket because there's not enough of the body left to do an open casket kind of death.
And then come back later and then pick it back up and dump it in a volcano.
Yes.
Like, non-existence death.
What afterlife?
It was their punishment for hiding from the galaxy, for hiding from me. Hiding from you! Punishment. Are you even listening to yourself? They deserve no such death. No one did.
Let me just move the mic away in accordance with the volume of which the next part is going to be.
Hoseman! 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 Hoseman!
You get the idea.
They have not abandoned the fight. They had not abandoned the fight, but you and the Sith forced them to fight another way to protect others. So you murdered your own like a true Sith. You murdered them out of your fridge and then admit it. I mean, all of these
Punishment. Are you even listening to yourself?
All of these.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Well, I know what's wrong with you, but like, do you not hear what you're saying?
Yeah.
They're the same questions, the same thoughts you have had. Who are these Jedi who survived the Jedi Civil War? They're not the Jedi I know, the ones I once worshipped.
Worshipped.
Worshipped!
And doubters and afraid. What manner of Jedi hide from a threat? Who turn on their own and imprison them on dead worlds?
You! You! You!
Woolie beat me to it.
Oh my god!
Oh!
Oh god!
Yeah. And here, at the end of the road, in the final stages of this game, do we truly see the up your own asshole levels of smug? And
that's incredible.
That's the best.
That's incredible.
Which is, I think, the true message of this game is that full up your own asshole smug producing levels of bad eventually will just lead you to the dark side, because you've cast away your humanity, which is the big thing that Sith do.
Give the fuck up right now.
Well, hey, we don't have time.
Surrender to you, never. Let us end this.
You should have clicked the other one. You should have clicked the top one. There's more to that.
Oh, there's more to that?
There was a lot more to that.
Okay. I'm okay. That's fine. That's fine.
Again, Woolie top down. I know, but top down.
Well, that's okay. I kind of secretly wanted to reload anyway.
Okay.
Because I wanted to do this. Which one was it?
Oh, yeah, flip the, Force Vision. Keep going. Nope, it was right. You're right. On the, yep, that one. Foresight. There you go.
There you fucking go. There you go. That's what I wanted to do.
You said you would come here to this place. If you
Absolutely.
defeat me,
Hard
you're
red.
wrong. All this collective
Last
knowledge,
Jedi, eh?
and if
Hard red. Alright, so...
Alright, just quickly mash through the top ones. You must be stopped. What happened to you?
Okay, hold on.
Okay, the mouse is in the way.
Yeah,
Mouse
yeah.
is in the way. Hold on.
It keeps selecting.
That's the wrong mouse. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just get you up there.
she said,
Yep.
I do-
We should go. Da da da
she is-
da.
I do.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. plans you're talking about. Yep.
So,
keep
but
going. Keep going. What is this place? Yep.
Just want to make sure I'm following
we're
the
good.
same path.
We're good. We're good.
They sh-
Yep. We make the Jedi into the Sith. We did that. Weakness. Yep.
yes.
Yep.
I
Still
will
good.
put
Still
up-
good.
We're responsible for the murder of the entire planet.
You knew what
But bro, same though. And it's like, well, you got us there, I guess.
they had.
Me.
So
Makes sense. Why? I'm not taking another 8 shots because we're redoing it.
Of
by the
course
way,
not.
fuck that.
what?
Showed the future.
Maybe with beer, but not
Yeah,
with whiskey.
They.
What was the echo?
It was what?
Well, what was the echo?
The death. Something.
Answer the question, dumb bitch. Yep. Keep going.
Yes.
Still good.
Future or pasts.
Yep.
They knew the. They,
Warning.
it was
They knew the risks. That's my favorite.
Punishment.
They're
Are
the-
you listening to yourself?
Unite to stop the Sith. That's the one we want to go to. That's,
okay,
so this
so
is where
yeah,
you skip to the next one. You want to keep going on the number 1.
Okay.
Yes, the Sith are here at last. You have brought them to this place as I had foreseen. It has all been part of my plans for you. And when I defeat you and the forces you have brought to Telos, I shall take the battle to the heart of the Sith and wipe them out. Forever.
Oh, I guess there was just that last little bit.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was the last little bit.
Surrender and I will spare you.
Give up.
Give up. You've
Just
lost.
Stop.
Surrender to you, never. Let us end this.
Right.
Okay, so we just missed one line. That's fine.
GG.
GG, definitely no re on this one.
Hold on a second, Bay.
All right, before you do that, remember she has a lightsaber, so energy is the one you want, not the if you're
Energy
gonna put a, if you're gonna put a shield. If you're gonna put a shield on,
Yeah.
but again, we're kind of stomping her at this point.
Yeah, I just want to make it hurt as much as possible.
So what you're doing is it's like, hold up,
Steroids. Stim pack. Ah, yeah. Just get that full on stim pack energy.
I have the power.
I fucking love cocaine. Right. So then, you were saying.
Prepare yourself.
I'll activate a. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say activate force speed because then you can get even more hits, but that didn't. Yeah.
Kill me. End this.
We done here? I will not kill a helpless opponent, Atris. After everything you've done, I'm not letting you off that easy. Prepare to die. Damn.
Damn. Yep.
What is the implication there? If it's what I think it is, which is suffer in your head, then I'm down with 2.
Let's try it.
If you will not kill me, then what will you do?
What the fuck?
What were you? What the holocrons?
Yeah.
Yeah, the holocrons are actually talking to her and talking to the room at this point.
The Sith teachings are straight up beaming at her in this room.
Sith can be okay. Really important fact: Sith can be straight up transferred into a holocron.
Like other things, like a helmet. Okay. The the soul transfer shit.
So theoretically, what we're looking at right now is we're looking at a literal fucking room full of Sith Lords.
And when the stupid girl that we met earlier was like,
but I found this thing that's teaching me.
and it was evil, it's like the Sith can straight up be in that. Thus, that's where that fucking corrupting energy comes from. Okay. And this is a room full of it,
them
beaming at her that she's been learning from the entire time.
to help protect the Jedi.
Oh my god. Okay.
Does
Yeah.
that make more sense now?
100,000% more
Okay,
sense.
good. The answer you were looking for,
Infinitely.
like what, several
an hour
like
ago.
an hour ago at this point, has been
She's
answered.
done.
She is completely brainwashed.
Like the conversation we had when we first met her at the beginning.
Of like, when did she fall? A long fucking time ago.
It was, and I mean, it was like almost enough to be like, you're just another hotty-toddy Jedi, but it made no sense why you'd be trying to train non-Jedi in the corner by yourself secretly, you know? Also,
Yeah,
Creo was like, oh, this is where you are. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You know? It was a weird little moment of like, what's going on over
yeah,
here?
the non-Jedi is so they can't feel just how far she's fallen to the dark side.
But like, she is massively, yeah, tags mind break. Exactly. Okay. All right. Got it.
What the fuck happened? Well, I mean, we know. I just explained what happened to her, but what happened to you?
This knowledge of the Sith and the Jedi is what I am.
What
It is my attempt
Jedi?
to hold on to the past, to try and protect the future.
It's just Sith holocrons. What fucking
They're-
Jedi holocron is in
They're
this room?
all red, idiot. All of them.
Is Atris colorblind?
None of them are even purple.
Is Atris fucking colorblind? Is the true reason she fell to the dark side is she can't tell red from blue?
It was not your responsibility. Sith knowledge is forbidden, and there's a reason it's kept safe. That's why you gathered these Sith relics. I think is perhaps we've both been guilty of such things. No, you're insane. And that's why you gathered these relics.
I sought to preserve the knowledge of the Jedi, and to do that I needed to know the Sith, in order to stop them. Once I was a historian, the chronicler of the Jedi, and when both wars passed me by, I was determined that I would not forsake battle again. In some part of me, I knew I had made choices, compromises, but always for the sake of the Republic, of the galaxy. To do what you had done, at times, did not seem so wrong.
So, as we had an awareness check in our first verbal boss battle with her, of you were afraid and you were also super fucking jelly that everyone went to war and you didn't. She missed both wars. And she was super fucking butthurt about it.
Yep. Also, she missed both wars for garbage reasons.
Yes, absolutely.
That she just sat on.
Yep.
And the people who stood up and went, fuck that, became, you know...
The heroes and the villains and everything.
And
the wrestling.
they became the main characters of the story.
And she has been taking it out on the galaxy ever since. To the point where she literally let the Jedi die and brought you back from exile.
So that she could be the hero this time.
Yes.
Now it's my time to shine.
I'm the real hero, guys.
I was sitting out before, but just you wait. Also, the idea of the whole, we had to preserve it all, and I needed to know about the Sith side of things, is that straight up, again, you hit that Adam and Eve tree of knowledge of good and evil. Not just the tree of evil. It's the knowledge of both.
And again, talking about the fact that, here's the thing, in principle, the idea of understanding where the other side comes from is a really good concept. In not Star Wars thing, of understanding where someone else is coming from, where their thoughts are coming from, and where their arguments stand from, so you can either reach common ground or find a way to break apart their arguments and stuff and debate stuff. But the problem is, half of them are literally Sith Lords in a fucking object that are like, come here though, come here, come here though.
You can learn everything you need to know about how to fight cancer by getting cancer. You have to get the cancer to learn about it, basically.
That's what she's thinking.
That's it.
I guess I have to get cancer to understand how to beat, or you don't get cancer, because we all realize cancer bad.
We've got some chemo,
and we do what we can to help defeat it. It's not going to go away forever, but we can manage it.
Yeah, no, she fits that. The thing I like, which is the villain is the hero of their own story.
Yeah.
She is, in her mind, like...
She's the protagonist.
Oh my god, now it's my time.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna do it. And the Sith are all out.
Yep.
And it was all... I wanted them to come out.
Yep.
I wanted to create a third war, essentially.
So I could be the hero.
Of this time.
Yes.
To do what you have done at times did not seem so wrong. It never does until you realize you've lost your connection with everything else. Everything that occurred at Malachor, everything that occurred in the war, was because there's no other choice. Can you tell me where they're striking from?
Yeah, so again, top-down would be the best way to get through this.
Didn't seem so wrong. It never does seem wrong until you've lost your connection with everything else.
You're right. The Jedi were all that seemed left to me. And yet I had become so far removed from them that I betrayed them.
So you understand.
I think you had to kick her ass for her to understand how much she fucked up. Which is funny, because I was, 3 swings and we beat her, so...
I mean, either that or the literal, like, audience chamber of Sith Lords going, "You fucking suck!"
Fucking bad!
Like, you think...
Why did we waste our time?
Like, you think there's a possibility that the audience in the chamber is kind of upset, you know, that their girl lost?
Also, remember when it was illegal for droids to speak Sith in Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah.
Here's the Sith right here. Here's the Sith speaking.
Well, they've got their own fucking...
So
holocron,
basically what we're
right?
saying is this entire video, I'm sorry, it's illegal, guys. It's illegal. It can't it's gonna get pulled down from YouTube.
Copyright strike
for
Sith.
hate speech, for literal hate speech, and I'm sorry.
It's a speech based on hatred.
Yes.
Fear, anger.
You know, betrayal, passions, etc.
Can you tell me where the Sith were striking from? Tell me where Kreia is.
Tell me where the Sith is striking from.
She doesn't know this, so ask this.
Where are the Sith coming from? Literal hate speech. Hate speech is happening as we're speaking right now.
Fight forever. Super Dragon. Atris sucks. Atris
Where they
sucks.
were striking from, you always knew. These Sith are spawned of you. Spawned by the Mandalorian Wars. All those deaths, all those Jedi. Their power is to feed on life, until nothing is left except a hollow galaxy, echoing with the screams of the Jedi lost to us.
Drink up, boys.
It's a I don't know.
Also, just for clarification, I Ubered here. I am not driving home.
Of course. if you know the Doctor Who villain, the Dalek.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's got the Dalek voice going right now.
A little bit, right?
You are an enemy of the Dalek. Exterminate. Their power is to feed on life until nothing is left except a hollow galaxy, echoing with the screams of the Jedi lost to us. Sounds familiar.
Is that where Kreia has gone?
I had thought she was awaiting me at that place, but I see now that she lied. It was not meant for me, but for you. She has gone there. She is waiting for you to travel to Malachor 5
Sweet.
to finish what you started.
Fuck yes.
Hey, guess where we're
Fuck
going?
yes.
Guess
yes.
where this is gonna go?
Great. Because yeah, like it's funny because you would almost for a second wonder, it's like, is Kreia gonna stop and think for like, oh, maybe potential other Sith I can manipulate into, doing my bidding in the long run? And it's like, nah, fight the Exile, fucking lose.
Yeah.
Because it's the Exile.
Yeah.
Because what is Kreia gonna do? Sick her on you, so then she would be connected and lose as well, and fucking,
I mean, in basically in the same way that that Kreia has been moving. If anything, Atris is just another trial that she's presenting to you, the Exile. She doesn't give a fuck about Atris.
But Atris, as everyone else, doesn't actually understand the connection we share.
Yeah.
No one does.
Yeah, no one does.
Except maybe Handmaiden, but not really.
No, I think Beodor is the one who understands
right?
the connection the most out of anyone, right?
Yeah, he's the only one that was kind of whispering at me, like wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Hey.
Yeah.
To Malachor 5. What I started.
Yeah, what I started.
Yes, you are an echo in the Force.
Oh boy.
A hollow space where it has been wounded. It takes a great act of destruction to create such emptiness, but it can be done. It creates places where the Force is difficult to hear and difficult to find one's way, and you carry it with you, always.
I want pictures of you all passed out, or at least the empty bottle, or put like a little notch of where you started and where you ended, because I want to see proof of you playing along with this right now. Tweet them at me, Little V Mills. I want to see it, because if I'm the only one doing this, I'm gonna be so disappointed. I'm not even mad. I'm just disappointed.
Dude, my shit was downed already. Like, I didn't expect
I know. You're good. But boy.
Creates a place where the Force is difficult to hear, difficult to find one's way, and you carry it with you always. And what does this have to do with Kreia?
What does that have to do with Kreia?
Now she seeks to create another echo, a wound in the Force. Greater than the one before.
Oh?
Greater than the one you caused.
Oh.
It will deafen all touched by the Force until no life is left. You were strong enough to withstand it once, but few have your strength in such matters, especially if they are unprepared.
She is going to destroy everything touched by the Force. The thing she did to the Council, that on a galactic scale.
And that would leave pretty much just her and you
And anyone else who has the same innate abilities.
to be the Force users, and everyone else is...
No, even worse. We don't feel the Force. The Force as we know it would be gone.
If she's trying to recreate what happened cuts you off, but the Force still exists.
I don't know. Is there any Force left on Katarr when Hungry Boy came across and ate it all? The entire planet's lifeless. There's nothing left. I think this will make more sense when we see Malachor 5.
Okay. Either way, it sounds pretty bad. The only question is like, is it a forceless galaxy or is it a lifeless galaxy? So,
Are the two not intermingled? Because the life and the Force is the same.
The Exile represents the
possibility,
the exception
to the rule. But how many exceptions are there to the rule?
Not everybody, certainly.
Not everybody. Because Beodor survived, right? But Beodor also wasn't connected to the Force the same way that you were. Like, he was Force sensitive, sure, but he wasn't, like, full-on Jedi, right?
Let's see.
Let's see what fucking happens.
I do not know, but she needs you there. If you choose not to follow, she will murder herself at the heart of Malachor, and you will die along with her.
Harsh. Why?
You're important to her somehow, but I...
Tags hate speech.
Shut the fuck up.
But I do not know for certain.
Oh man, yo, like the Smart Mark wrestling crowd of Sith in the background.
Yeah. You know,
Just listening in.
It's that fucking group of robed figures in Rise of Skywalker of all the Sith, in the other area where Palpatine is. It's literally that, but in holocron form, just going like, yeah, get him, fuck him up, yeah.
Every time Atris says something, they're just like, what? What?
Just boos and cheers and singing along to theme songs. It's good shit. It's good shit. Hey, this might be the most important persuade we've got so far.
I put the fucking points in. You're gonna tell me what I want to know.
Yep.
She is willing to sacrifice herself at the heart of that graveyard world for you. A choice others have made in the past. A choice I wish to make. It is because I care for you.
For me.
And I suspect that you alone hold that place in her heart, where nothing else lives. And that is why you are the only one who can stop the destruction to come.
Oh, you psycho yandere bitch. How, like, I don't even want to hear that. I don't even want to hear that.
Remember how we were just having a conversation before with Vsauce going, hey, I would die for you?
Yeah.
Does that mean our connection also influences Kreia?
Well, this is the
remix. Yeah, no, literally, that's the true question.
Because here's what I was wondering as we were having this fight and conversation right here. I won't call it a fight fuck. I won't sully it by calling it a fight fuck.
That's fair.
Because it was not. It was just a fight.
It was murder.
I was wondering about my forced bond influence on even Atris here, and whether or not what she was saying was at all influenced by that, and she just clearly demonstrated that it super was.
I mean, she even mentioned before, way early back in our first verbal boss battle, that she was hyper jealous of you. That she was super jealous that you had the courage to go fight in a war when she was like, no, I can't. Right? and that's clearly affected her to the point where she is holding your lightsaber.
But in the middle of all this, like, absolute fucking insanity,
Yeah.
she's still, like, somewhere deep inside, you're still there.
Yeah.
And it's like, God, your fucking Force charisma
Yeah.
is wild.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
And maybe even Kreia too, though.
Yeah. But if Kreia is Sith, why would she do such a thing?
She seeks the death of all Jedi, all Sith, and the death of the Force.
Word.
It is madness. It is impossible. But she believes you are the key.
All right, let's roll that back a little bit here. Woolie, what are your thoughts on that concept?
Well, it just seems like Kreia is someone who takes the facts and hides what is convenient, and for the most part understands the guiding principles of life, even though she's made her choices and her bed and decided to sleep in it.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like a ridiculously out of character move to be like, I want all life to end. Because at that point, like, why even be in opposition to Hungry Boy? Why even be in opposition to Nihilus?
Oh, it's not that she's opposed life. I'm going to say a quote right now, and I think you'll understand. No gods, no kings, only man.
Only man. And that's what I thought the first... That's what I was reading of the first interpretation of it was she wants to kill the Force and leave,
Attack and dethrone God.
attack and dethrone the wills.
Yeah, exactly.
Attack and dethrone the midichlorians.
Exactly.
Now that's kind of what I read of it, but you were kind of implying that it's worse than that. I was under the impression that her idea, based on what Atris is saying right now, is we're gonna have everybody suffer that cutoff that you suffered.
Woolie, click Death of the Force question mark.
Death of the Force question mark?
There are places in the galaxy dead to the Force where nothing lives, where the echoes travel forever and do not reach their destination. And these places may be created, even from the simplest of events, the slightest of motions. One person, at the right place, at the right time, can change the face of the galaxy, or end it.
Lol to... Why would I matter?
You're important to her somehow, but I...
Super Dragon! Super Dragon!
But I do not know for certain.
And then you've no tell me about that. So, she seeks the death of the Force. She seeks to attack and dethrone God. To keep it topical. Right? That's what she wants. She wants the Force gone.
That matches my understanding of her.
Here's the thing. All life is touched by the Force.
But how would she... Okay, let me rephrase my line of thought. Questioning then.
Okay.
How could she possibly not know that? She obviously does. So, unless she's on some Thanos shit, which might be possible. Mm-hmm. The question is it sort of attack and dethrone the Force, and then those who survive, or is it more of a let the galaxy exist as is, but remove this entirely from the equation?
I'm gonna say two words back to back that we have been repeating this entire Let's Play. And I'm so happy we decided on these two words very early on. Light later. The greater good. Get rid of the Force. The survivors will rebuild without the Force. Now we have come full circle. Now we have reached the true light later. Her plan is to destroy the Force, and if anyone dies connected to the Force, it's an acceptable loss. And the survivors can rebuild the galaxy not being attached to the Force and all the bullshit of Jedi, Sith, good and evil, light and dark and shit. The only people left will be people. Now,
You had me in the first half, not gonna lie.
that's the thing. Because, so everyone calls Kreia like the ultimate example of a gray Jedi. And she is fucking not. She is still a fucking Sith.
Yeah, the distinction between those two is it is 100% determined by my question. And I guess we'll find out more soon. But, Granny, do you want the Force dead? Yes.
Yes, confirmed.
Fine. Do you want the Force to kill innocent people through its absence and let those who survive by doing what you did?
Considering her lesson she's been teaching us of that people need to struggle to survive to better themselves, I feel like that's... Because she's been teaching us that the entire game. Of, like, let people... If you rob people of their struggles, then you rob people of the ability to overcome
But if the
survive.
struggle is hit everybody with a stand arrow
Yes.
and see what happens,
Yeah.
even though the percentages are low, that's not gray.
No, that is not gray whatsoever.
So I reject that hypothesis
Which is my
entirely.
favorite thing, because I feel like a lot of people interpret Kreia as some type of gray Jedi, like beacon of gray Jedi, and she is... And I feel like too many people, myself included when I was a kid, completely misunderstand what they're going for here.
If she was able to rip the Force out of everything,
Without killing them.
then that would be gray.
But she is willing to sacrifice the majority of the galaxy to get rid of the Force.
And that's not at all.
No, that is not good.
All right, so we've already done this.
Uh-huh.
So that's a loop?
Yeah,
is it
I've
not?
heard enough. This matter is finished. That's the next thing we gotta do.
Yeah.
And what will you do with me now? Abandon me here on this dead world? Or end my life as I wish to end yours?
Stay in this room and get yelled at by the crowd.
Yeah, basically. Actually, if I remember correctly, one of those answers is exactly what you just said.
I will do nothing except tell you that I am sorry. I did not realize that the Mandalorian Wars would hurt others that had known me and cared for me. Well, actually, the fucked up thing about the Exile, about Fanny Pack here, is that you might have to call into question every relationship you've ever had.
Because it may have been Force influenced.
That would fuck me up, certainly.
If every person you've ever known likes you because the Force wills it.
Purple Man. I need you to see what you have become and turn away from it.
I like that answer a lot, but let's see what the other answers are.
You will answer for your crimes before the council.
Yeah, what fucking council? They're gone! There are no Jedi left! You watch them die!
It is wild how a paragon will attempt to be a paragon in the face of complete and utter annihilation.
Basically, do you want to be as stuck up and blind as the Jedi Council was?
There is the nonsense.
Yeah.
That is, there is no council, but there must be a council. There must be order.
Yeah. No.
I will make a new one.
Yeah.
Council of Corpses.
Yeah. Literal Council of Corpses.
You must return to your prison, Atris, and leave the battles to those who have the strength to fight them.
That's real fucking strong, but that's pretty fucking... That is literally sit the fuck down.
Hold that energy.
Sit the fuck down.
I will leave you here to these holocrons. They are Sith, and they do not abide failure.
Referring that even Fanny knows these are literal Sith.
Take several seats.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's the question, though. Is like, what are they going to do, yell at you forever? I guess they could convince you to fucking...
Kill yourself?
Do yourself in.
Yeah.
Nothing except end your life.
And that's the obvious one. Now, if it was me...
Talk me out of 4, bro.
I would be picking 2.
Talk me out of 4.
Because even though we made the joke earlier of like, oh yeah, no, this guy's gotta go, and I believe there are some people that gotta go, she has now been convinced that she's now realized she is the bad guy in this situation, right? The problem is she has caused so much death and destruction is that can you account for that crime, right? Can you justify going, you can come back to the light when she has literally ended the Jedi Council and ultimately the Jedi because of it, all the events that have been put into play, right?
Dude, this is barely wrong. So talk me out of this right now.
Go for it, man, because that's my next... Like, I think, honestly, hey, look how evil you are and come back is, I think, a very reasonable thing to do. But I also think 4 is pretty reasonable in that it's, hey, you fucked up. Enjoy sitting here and understanding it because you do not have the strength for the fight ahead. Because she can't. She literally has no strength. If she was approached or if she confronted Hungry or Krusty, she would die instantaneously. Fuck, if she encountered Kreia, she would die instantaneously. Kreia rocked the council in 2 seconds with one move. So, I mean, she literally does not have the strength for this fight.
Like, it's like, okay, so the killing of a planet thing is like, I can't answer for that because I don't know enough about the circumstance. So I'm thrust into a situation where I have to make moral choices.
She is inadvertently responsible for the death of an entire planet.
In addition to making the wrong choice every single step of the way. Like, I can't think of a single correct choice she's made. From the moment she existed on the council.
Ironically, the most correct choice she has made is bringing you back because... For reasons we're learning as we go, you might actually be the only person who can stop all this from occurring. So, because right now, Kreia, from the sounds of it, is going to try and literally kill the galaxy.
The bringing you back part, though, like, so she brought you back and then she gave everyone the heads up that you were coming back.
Yeah,
but
draw the Sith out.
But like, remind me from the beginning of the game, did she directly send you a message? Or
I mean, there's what
was it that made the Exile decide to come up and unexile?
We don't know. We don't know the exact thing. It's not like you got a message from Atris going, "Hey, come back." She clearly orchestrated events so that you would return to the galaxy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Does she get the credit for the thing that might have been just my character getting up and going like?
Well, she saw a vision. She saw a vision of you and went, "I guess I got to get him back." And then she interpreted that as bring it back and then use you to drop the Sith, which kind of happened inadvertently.
I'm trying to remember what steps she took to literally convince me to come back, and I can't think of any.
She didn't. Well, it's pretty vague. It's pretty not. It's not like a literal. Here's a letter. Please come back. We need you, because that would go against her entire personality. Because she's like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. But yeah. No, if you want to pick 4, go ahead, pick 4.
All right. Well, look.
You do you. This is your run, man. You do you.
If you possibly...
I mean, I mentioned before when we were talking about the whole Vaklu thing, it's like, I'm a big believer in redemption and coming back, but there's just some people that gotta go. There's some people you go, you're not coming back. Like, there's nothing. There's, like, you don't even understand the full weight of what you've done and the destruction you've caused. You'll never learn from this. You just gotta go.
If you see what you've become and actually do turn from it, that might be interesting, but I don't know if you would. I'm not in control of that. What is 3 here? You will answer for your crimes before the non-council, and then return to your prison.
Basically, serve some more time and think about what you've done. Unfortunately, her prison is surrounded by a bunch of Sith Lords who would probably yell at her for eternity. Your call, man. Pick it.
I tied my life, my decisions to the Jedi. Perhaps only in separating myself from the Jedi can I become myself again. Learn who I am.
Like you?
Perhaps exile is what I deserve, even though it is many years too late and you have already returned. Leave now, while you can. Save Telos. Save the galaxy. Save yourself.
Sith didn't like that.
Nope.
No, I could not bring myself to tell him.
Uh-oh.
It would have changed nothing.
Oh boy.
And because I was afraid.
Was she holding out on us?
You know what lies at the heart of Malachor 5. I had thought it was in the past, yet it has become the future. And all that has happened there will happen again. And that is why I cannot bear it. Because it is Malachor 5. And because I love him. I do not understand why the Sith permit such teachings to exist. They cause only echoes, wounds in the cold.
Here we go. Today we learn the limits of Little V's alcohol tolerance.
A beacon? For who?
Nash, thirsty.
Hose mad.
I thought I had lost you.
Okay. All right.